If your ex has started messaging you again after a breakup, but you don't know how to take it from there to getting back together, watch this video. So when your person broke up with you, there was likely a period of time where you guys each had space. Either you formally went no contact or you just pulled away for an amount of time. Maybe it was a few days, maybe it was up to a month or longer, but eventually they came back and they started messaging you again. And so since they started messaging you, it's started off really slow and casual, and you can't really determine whether or not this is friendship. You don't really know what to do with their messages because it seems like it's going nowhere. And I'm going to give you some advice right here. So the first thing that you need to understand is that people reach out to you when they want your attention or when they're missing you. So there's definitely something there behind the reason why that they're messaging you. And yes, companionship could be one of those reasons, but it's very likely that that person could get companionship from their fat neighbor Bill next door, right? And if that's not good enough, you have to ask, well, why from me then? And the answer is likely, of course, there's something a little bit more to it. And that's all well and good, but if you don't know how to text them in such a way that ultimately ends up in a hangout, what good is it all for anyway? And so the attitude that you need to have when you're texting your ex is simply that, hey, I'm not going to cause drama. I'm not going to bring up issues from the past. And every time they message me, they're going to have a fucking blast. They're going to laugh their ass off. I'm going to make them smile. I'm not going to be too try hard, right? I'm not going to try too hard, but I'm going to be a blessing to interact with. And the last thing is they need to be trying harder than you, since they were the one to push you away. And then they eventually came back around. They need to sort of work for your attention. You have 3 dynamics to manage over text with that ex. It's number 1, don't talk about shit that's gonna, take the conversation down the drain. Number 2, be fun, be playful. And number 3, let them work for your attention. Those 3 things, that's all you gotta focus on. Now, as you're focusing on those things, you have to be patient. And that's probably one of the reasons that you're watching this video, is because it takes time. You might be in the stage right now where you are being playful and stuff, but it hasn't quite taken yet. Okay? And you just need to be patient enough for that person to ask you to hang out again. If you're a guy and you can see that girl has come back and she's really starting to pay attention to you, ask her, maybe after you crack a joke in the conversation, say, hey, when are you free to get together? And if you're a female and you can tell that guy's really chasing after you, he's putting in a lot of effort, tell him, hey, by the way, I'm free this weekend, and see if he asks you out. So there's ways that you can speed this process along. Just be careful that you don't speed it along too quickly, because that person needs to get the sense that you are independently happy, that you're not chasing after them, and that everything is cool. I got a couple cool things for you. Number 1, I've got a 25-minute long class on how to handle texting your ex. In my profile, you click this link down here and download the How to Text Your Ex After No Contact class. The second thing, you can book a call with me and actually share your screen. So we get on a Zoom call, you actually share your text thread. We can swipe through it, look through everything that's been said, and I can tell you what might have been done better here or done better there, or what to say next. And lastly, you can apply for one-on-one coaching where I help you get your ex back step by step.